I was exposed to this rail fan community for the first time. People who love trains, people who are train spotters.
ऐसे कुछ कम्युनिटी है? मैं जेसीबी के बारे में तो सुना है कि लोग जेसीबी खुदाई देख रहे होते हैं.
So for them, an inanimate object which is a train has an identity in itself. The guard who was on that train signed envelopes.
Wow.
So we got the first person who had traveled on the first Rajdhani.
अच्छा.
Somehow through our network, जो पहली राजधानी में जो चढ़ा होगा उसको बुला के ले आए हम.
One of the other aspects that when I was researching about you, got to know is that Rajdhani की 50th anniversary was celebrated, I think a couple of years back.
Yes.
And you were there, in this capacity. So could you tell us कि क्या हुआ था and what were the things that you did and इसको क्यों किया? मतलब why was the need to celebrate it?
So that was a very enlightening experience for me too. I was exposed to this rail fan community for the first time. People who love trains, people who are train spotters.
ऐसे कुछ community है? Rail fan community है?
It's called a rail fanning. It's called rail fanning.
अच्छा.
People are train spotters. वो उनको पता है राजधानी इस टाइम पे यहाँ से निकलती है, वो ब्रिज पे खड़े होकर राजधानी देखते हैं, फोटो खींचते हैं और ये सारी चीजें करते हैं.
मैं जेसीबी के बारे में तो सुना है कि लोग जेसीबी खुदाई देख रहे होते हैं.
But this is quite an interesting thing which I got exposed to.
Wow.
What happened? One of these days I was sitting in the office. A gentleman sort of walks in and he says, "Sir, Rajdhani का birthday आ रहा है, बनाना है." He's like, "What are you talking about?" So then he takes me to this context, and that person had come from Ahmedabad. ठीक है, just to discuss this.
Okay.
कि sir, in my railway fan community, this is a theme.
Oh.
We want to do this, and we did not know whom to talk to. So of course they had gone to the DRM first, and DRM redirected them to me. वो commercial देख रहा है, उसके आगे बात कर लो. They came, we had a very good interaction, good discussion. I tried to understand what is this entire concept around celebrating birthdays. So for them, an inanimate object which is a train has an identity in itself.
Oh.
तो उन्होंने बोला Calcutta राजधानी, हावड़ा राजधानी started before मुंबई राजधानी. उसको राजा बाबू बोलते हैं. उसका अपना नाम है राजा बाबू.
अच्छा.
उसका राजा बाबू नाम है और हावड़ा वालों ने लास्ट ईयर इतना बड़ा सेलिब्रेशन किया था उसका 50th एनिवर्सरी बनाने के लिए. तो ये हमारे रेल फैन कम्युनिटी में नाउ इट इज अ कंपटीशन. ये शान की बात है. हमारी ट्रेन है, उनसे बढ़िया होना चाहिए.
ओके.
हमें बोला हाँ बात तो बढ़िया है, हम करेंगे क्या? व्हाट शुड वी डू? देन वी स्टार्टेड वर्किंग अराउंड दिस कि व्हाट शुड वी डू. सबसे पहले था कि वी शुड क्रिएट अ फोटो आर्काइव अराउंड इट, मे बी क्रिएट अ कस्टम की चेन, मे बी क्रिएट अ गुड इनवाइट. एंड दीज पीपल सेड सर बहुत सारे लोग आएंगे, आप एसी फर्स्ट कोच बढ़ाइए. वी वांट टू ट्रैवल इन एसी फर्स्ट कोच ओनली बिकॉज़ वी वांट टू एंजॉय दिस एंटायर जर्नी. No, train composition rig sets are fixed. ठीक है, अब वो मुझे बोल रहा है AC first बढ़ाइए. I reached out to my superiors. I said, "Sir, 2-3 AC और first और लगा देते हैं." But that didn't happen. हाँ. They said, "No, we have to do it in." Because tickets had already been booked 4 months in advance, and people had already booked tickets and other things. Then we started. We got thinking. केक वेक ये सारी चीजें तो अपनी जगह हैं ही. रेलवे स्टेशन को सजा दो, कुछ चीफ गेस्ट को बुलाओ. For what unique thing can we do? So I was discussing this with my postal counterpart. We were discussing on something else, on Nilgiri Mountain Railways, on a social gathering. So he told me, special cover क्यों नहीं निकाल सकता है? तो मैं बोला ये क्या होता है?
हाँ, what is special cover?
So then he told me, for any of such marquee occasions, you can write to us with a proposal that you want to create a special cover just marking this particular occasion, which Indian Post will create in collaboration with Railways कि हाँ ये event हुआ था.
Oh.
With people who had been on that journey sign on to that particular thing. You get a special cover, envelope, special cancellation. That's what it is. Designed exclusively for this particular thing. Good idea. Now this entire thing was around how do you go about doing it? Where do you find a designer? For a special cancellation, the entire thing has to be so unique in its proposition itself that कोई अगर दूर से भी देखे तो उसको पता चलता है ये उसी ऐतिहासिक ओकेजन का स्पेशल कवर है. Right. Envelope के ऊपर भी वो cancellation हो, stamp भी उसी हिसाब से designed हो. The entire look and feel of it should be very Rajdhani-esque types.
Oh, very interesting.
So we got together. When I was there in Ahmedabad, I always have this tendency to keep speaking to my lower subordinates. मतलब कुछ आओ किसी से just to take a minor detour there. जब मैं Ahmedabad when I joined, a person had used to wish me good morning every day.
अच्छा.
मतलब मेरे लिए काफी अजीब था ये. मैं हर रोज ऑफिस जा रहा हूँ, मुझे good morning sir.
हाँ.
हर रोज जा रहा हूँ, good morning. So one day it piqued my interest. I called him over. They're like, "Oh, let's have a chit chat." As equals, not as subordinates, as equals, try to get to know each other. Then I get to know that he had done quite a lot of sales and marketing in his previous avatar.
Oh.
Before coming to Railways on compassionate ground. So compassionate ground is when one of your senior, somebody in your family passes away, then you're given a job. And he was put on this data desk, which he had no clue of. तो he was looking for a window and he felt as if ये इंसान ठीक है, इसको हर रोज something can happen.
हाँ.
When I looked at this particular character personality, I sort of understood he is being misutilized. So I put him into railway sales and marketing wala job.
Understood.
And he's doing very well.
Very well there.
Something similar happened with a few other candidates and characters. वहीं पे I had discovered somebody who was a very good designer.
Okay.
He was my station master, but he had exceptional design capabilities. तो I reached out to him and saying, भाई ऐसा special cover वाली चीज कर, I'll give you a few photographs, design something around it. He got on board, he designed something very good, very nice. वो चीज डिजाइन हुई, पोस्ट के साथ हमने कोलैबोरेट किया, एनवेलप्स बनाए, सब कुछ किया, बहुत बड़ा सा एक फंक्शन किया, speeches हुए, people looked at it, the guard who was on that train signed envelopes.
Wow.
So for those people who are on that, we got the first person who had traveled on the first Rajdhani.
अच्छा.
Somehow through our network, जो पहली राजधानी में जो चढ़ा होगा, उसको बुला के ले आए हम. He traveled on this Rajdhani.
Oh wow.
For that keyring, we found that photo जिसमें सबसे पहली राजधानी में एक मीडिया वाला आदमी इंजन के ऊपर बैठा है इतना बड़ा कैमरा लेके. That was an iconic photograph. We ran it through our internal channels. So basically, keyring पे यही photo होनी चाहिए because that combines media, that combines photo, and that combines अपनापन history that वो इंजन के ऊपर बैठा है, he owns it. और पहली जो राजधानी थी उसके जितने पैराफेर्नालिया अटैच्ड होगा उसके लोकों में, उसके इंजन में, रतलाम में वो सारी चीजें किसी शेड में प्रोटेक्टेड थी.
अच्छा.
हमने वो सारी चीजें मंगा ली मुंबई, उसका प्रॉपर शोकेस करवाया, इतनी भारी चीजें थी. I also saw that for the first time. This entire event was so well received. Everybody just loved it. Guard felt कि इतने सारे autographs उसने जीवन में नहीं साइन किए होंगे जितना उसने यहाँ पे साइन किया. All passengers were given specialized.
I think
tickets.
makes them feel empowered also.
Make them feel empowered, make them feel special that they are in a train which has got a history, which people love.